Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today to honor Black History Month, as today marks the closing of that very important celebration in our community and across the nation. But Black History Month is not just a month, it is every day of the year. And it must reaffirm unity and action. During this month, we reflect on the significance of the shoulders we stand on, the shoulders in Harlem of giants such as the late and great Adam Clayton Powell Jr. and our former Congress member, the Lion of Lenox Avenue, Charles B. Rangel. This month and always, we must always acknowledge the achievement of Black Americans throughout the nation's history. That is why, Madam Speaker, I am proud to introduce the Holcomb Rucker Park Landmark Act. This is a non-controversial measure that will honor the life and legacy of Holcomb Rucker, a World War II veteran, Harlem Junior High School teacher, a family man, and a graduate of City College in New York City. He dedicated his entire life to uplifting Harlem through compassion, books, and basketball. My bill would ensure the preservation of Holcomb Rucker Park, considered by many across the country as the Mecca of basketball. Rucker Park has helped forge a path to multiple NBA stars such as Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe Bryant, Tiny Archibald, and the great Earl the Pearl Monroe. This federal recognition would also preserve the park's legacy and ensure that future generations can appreciate his role in shaping the cultural and sporting landscape of our nation. Speaking of federal recognition, we're also closing on Dominican Heritage Month. This week, I joined Dominican American leaders and its diaspora to ring the closing bell at NASDAQ. In a day of importance, Dominican Independence Day, February 27, in recognition of Dominican economic contributions to the United States of America. Dominicans have more than tripled in population size since the 1990s to represent a population of a total of 2.4 million people in the United States, the fourth largest population of Latinos in these United States. Our contribution to this great nation grows even stronger every day. Just 2 weeks ago, we also had Dominicans on the Hill, where thousands of Dominican Americans joined us here to bring forward their message for recovery for our nation. Finally, Madam Speaker, we will hear a lot about the border this week. We must remember that the border solution lies not just on border safety. We recognize that there must be greater border safety, particularly at the points of entry, where most of the fentanyl comes through trucks and other vehicles. But we must also make sure that we don't gut our asylum system, that America continues to be a beacon of hope and an opportunity for people that are persecuted all over the world, and that it must be a balanced approach with four underpinnings. One, of course, with border security measures to make our southern border stronger. Two, one that acknowledges the root causes of migration in the hemisphere. Three, one that also acknowledges the economic needs of our nation for immigrants, such as farm workers and work permits. And finally, sensible, comprehensive immigration reform for dreamers, TPS recipients, family reunification. Madam Speaker, I finalize by saying that we do have a bipartisan piece of legislation supported by Republicans and Democrats. It is called the Dignity Act. And in it, it has these very important four underpinnings: greater border security, an acknowledgement of the root causes of migration, the economics, and of course, comprehensive
your time
immigration
has
reform.
expired.
Madam Speaker, I yield back.